I've been doing therapy again since the quarantine has started for the last 2 months thanks to my workplace. I didn't think that therapy would help after my last session. I just want you to know that it really depends on who wants to go out of their way to save a life and not just be all talk. And she sent me links about automatic thoughts, defeating negative thinking, cognitive disorientations. And the cognitive disorientations is a PDF file. And
so the reason I'm doing therapy is because I want to get down to the root problem, and I'm gonna figure out how to form my message to my therapist. And yeah,
you're going to categorize each and every single thing that you have recorded into a category, and then you're going to replace it with something positive and something better.
I'm gonna go back to this other one, and she actually asks a lot of questions. It took me a while to open up to her too. I have a very hard trust issue problem. There's questions and there's answers that I gave her that were just kind of like no detail. I just put answers there. Yeah, I know I have to complete my worksheet. That's what I'm doing right now. Betrayed by what happened and are having a difficult time accepting that someone who knew you so well could hurt you some way. Is there a part of you that feels you can't trust others, or that you should have? What would it mean for you to accept that someone who knew you so well could hurt you in such a way? So there's a part of me that feels that I can't trust any men. We were to know that someone who knew me inside and out and saw all the ugly parts of my living situation take a piece of me. I've tried to get closure as to why it happens. It's like change, meaning I never get solid answers. It's a yes, maybe, no, no. Really confusing. When you don't have the answers, you tend to make up different scenarios in your head to close that hole. For me to accept that someone I know could hurt me that way would cost me nothing to accept that. The more I talk to people, the more I realize that they had similar situations, but not with a friend, with family. So for me, it costs nothing. Family betrayal would be way worse than in my books. Hurts more because you feel like you aren't safe anywhere you go. If you can't feel safe with the men in your family, especially the ones you're close with, you aren't safe anywhere. He went on to ask me another thing. What difference would it make for you to have those answers? I said if I was able to close that door with the answer instead of what ifs, then it would make a huge difference. I just want to know, is it something to deal with me? Like my statements, I had put, I'm responsible for what happened. All men are dangerous. What happened to me defines who I am, who I will become. I can control if others see me as a sex object. And she wanted me to reflect on it. And she said, what if it was someone you know, a loved one that was in the situation? What would you want to do for him or her? And we got down to the issue of the social worker at my school, who I went to talk to. She was like my last hope. And I went to her, and she told me to not talk about what happened. I'm not really going to go into details about all that because that's a very hard subject. Opinion, someone who could let me talk about what happened, maybe as to why it happened, someone who will let me know my life is just as important as anyone else. Instead, I was told not to talk about it, when all I wanted to do was talk about what was going on in my mind. Isn't the blaming game? I'm not mad that I went or that the teachers bought me my ticket. I'm mad at the fact that they have a social worker sitting at their school telling kids not to talk about what's bugging them. Anger I have towards the social worker is a lot. I was going through a lot, and I felt as if every session was just a session about her. The day I went to see her to finally come to grasp with what happened, I'll be completely honest, I was suicidal. I was contemplating my life that day, and she gave another reason as to why I shouldn't stay here. When people see me, they see this happy girl. I'm not happy. A free therapy thing because I was really not trying to pay no $400 for one fucking therapy session, and I get it for free. And these are all the modules that I be going through. So this week, I didn't even know it was mental health week.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about my attempts with suicide and how I'm not really necessarily at that stage anymore. The first time I wanted to commit suicide, I was very young. I'd say I was like 7 or 8, and I had a bunch of bullshit going on at home. I don't really care to go into details about that, my living situation, because it's still fucked up.
I went to go hang myself in the garage because I found a piece of rope and I made a noose and I was ready to hang myself, and my grandfather was rolling up from work and I couldn't do it. So I said, you know what, I'll try again later. Later never came until like my first year of high school. My first year of high school with my family. Except this time I actually had something to look forward to. Like, I didn't want to kill myself. I wanted to go and kill myself. But this time I actually talked to somebody about it, and this person knows exactly who they are. I am not going to mention any names, but they kind of told me that like they have fucked up thinking too, and that I'm not alone, and that if I need to talk to them, that they'll be there. So this kind of person was like kind of my go-to person when I had really fucked up thoughts, and I kind of didn't want to be like a total burden to this person. So say a couple years later, things were good, it was cool, and then shit hits the fan. Back to where I am, square one. This time I'm slicing, I'm popping pills, I'm drinking every night because I'm trying to forget all the my grade 12 year. And I was just like, I'm going home to pop pills. I popped those pills, and by the grace of God, I did not die. I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck? I literally drank the whole bottle of pills. I'm like, okay, that's cool, great. And, my first year of college, same shit again with my family. And you guys are probably thinking, why didn't you just move out if it was such a problem? I have my sister there, so if I leave, my sister's gonna get the same fucking shit that I went through. So I take the bullet for my sister so she won't have to deal with what fuck I dealt with. But that day, I was at my aunt's house, and she had a bunch of pills like on her table near the like alcohol and shit. It was like, so it was like pill table and then alcohol table there. I went to the pills. I just grabbed a bunch of pills, didn't know what the fuck they were, just took a bunch of pills, and then I took a bottle of vodka. And I swear to you, at 1:30 a.m. I will not forget the time and the date that this person called me, and they know exactly who they are. I went to take a bottle of pills, and I went to chug vodka, and I swear to you, as I'm about to sip this vodka, my phone rings. I literally haven't talked to this person since high school because, like, I don't know. Hey. I'm like, hi, what's up? She's like, oh, you just crossed my mind. Is everything okay? I broke down on that phone because as she was calling, I was literally about to kill myself. And I told her that. I'm like, if you didn't call me, I swear to you, I would have been dead. I was here hanging with my family, and I swear to you, a voice whispered in my head and was just like, jump off this balcony. What more can there be? You're already locked inside. You've been locked inside how many years? It's like your fucking depression all over again. And the only difference is I didn't do it. I was going to the balcony to smoke, and a voice said to jump. Just when you go out there, don't even smoke, just jump off the balcony. And I immediately just didn't even. I put on my gospel music. I was praying to God. I just don't know. Okay, so I realized that when I was talking about my suicide, I didn't mention that I was actually on antidepressants. When I was in college, I had gone to see a psychiatrist there, and she had me fill out this package, and I was so done. I just put like I was death for everything. And she had contacted my doctor. My family doctor wanted to talk to me,
And me and my family doctor were talking, and I was just like, I just want to go on antidepressants. Like, I just want to feel like myself again. He gave me like the lowest dosage of antidepressants. I can't remember the name of it. 75 milligrams, and then plus an additional 30 milligrams. So I was doing a lot. And when I was on the antidepressants, I noticed that I was like happy in the beginning, but I really do think it was in my brain, because there would be times where like I'm on the pill, but like I just felt like I had no emotion whatsoever. And craziest thing too was that while I was under the antidepressants, I was eating more than I usually. I was getting fat, but like not fat, if you get what I mean. It was like swollen. Like my face and everything was swollen. It was just crazy. And then eventually I stopped taking the antidepressants, but that was because I joined football. I've always played football, but I was on a new team, and I met some teammates who were on antidepressants, and they kind of told me like it wasn't good for you, like to get off of it. And I was already at that stage where I was like, I don't care to be on this thing anymore, because it's doing nothing but making me more depressed than I am already. Like, I've never had such serious thoughts about suicide like I was on the antidepressants. It made me want to act on my feelings, yet I did not want to die. Let's get onto when I came off the antidepressants. I went to my family doctor, but like this was way before I went to her. I already had eased it off. Like, I completely cut it off cold turkey, which was not the smartest thing to do, because it made me super aggressive to my family. And it was like all this pent up emotions that I felt over the years, and like while I was on the antidepressants came out. So when I went to my family doctor, I told her like I don't want to be on these antidepressants anymore. Like, I'm doing good. I don't have any thoughts of suicide, everything. I lied just to get off of those pills. And she told me like I had to ease it off. So like I was taking a lower dosage. So one day you take it, the next day you won't take it, so your brain will know that like you're easing it off. I did that for like the first week, and then I just completely cut it off. I had headaches, I was angry, I was just not who I really am. Coming off of the antidepressants, I like all of a sudden my eating habits are complete. Like, not even to say unable, like I can't eat. Like, my body will say I'm hungry, and like my mom will make food, and I'll like try to eat it, but it just comes right back out. I'm still dealing with that, but like I've started to just strictly eat fruits and veggies, so I don't eat meat at all either, now that I'm off of those antidepressants, which is awesome. So yay. If there's one thing I can say, it's that the antidepressants really kind of help you figure out who you are, because it's supposed to make you feel better, but it really isn't. It's like, it's a trick for your brain, and it's only for you to realize that these aren't for you. Like, and when people suggest like you should go and get antidepressants, it's your decision. Don't listen to what other people have to say. Because my family told me not to go on it, and I still went on it because I wanted to make myself better, and it was only for me to understand. Like, I had to go through that to come out better. And like, I really didn't have a good support system. Like, there was people like, oh, you could talk to me, and like I'd go and talk to them, like, oh, not right now, and then not right now, and then I was like, oh, I can't ever, and then it was just like, I completely ignore you. Completely dark phase for 3 months. I was just in my bedroom, nobody seeing me. If I came out, I came out when nobody was around. A support system with my mother and my sister. The only issue was that they didn't understand how I was feeling. So when they're talking to me, it's kind of like the same bullshit that I hear from everybody else. Oh no, it's gonna get better, and la 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 la. And then I met somebody at my workplace. She knows who she is. We sat after work in the subway station talking until like maybe 12 a.m. talking, and basically I was telling her about my experience with antidepressants, and then she kind of opened up. I realized that like not a lot of people are going to talk about their problems because they don't know who they can talk to. So the same thing that I've been saying, the same thing that I've been feeling, is just like so many people are going through it. And it's not that they don't have people to talk to, it's just they don't have people who are going through the same thing as them to relate to them, to tell them like how do they overcome. I'm gonna read you guys a poem that I did. Poem about my depression, and it came in 4 parts. So the name of this poem itself is called Depression, and it goes like, depression is more like a demon. They tell you that you'll never be enough. This demon especially likes to follow me around. He looks just like you and I, except he's all black and has a smile. He follows me around all day. He influences my skin to touch a blade. He's bigger than ever now. All of a sudden, I can't breathe. All of a sudden, a couple of days turns to weeks without seeing anyone. In this moment, I feel it. He's smiling. Laughing now, he's got me by my neck, ready to eat me and take my life as his own. I wake up and I seem fine. No, I'm not. Help! Can you hear me? It's not me out there. He's got me. When I sleep, I'm not awake nor am I asleep. I see him walk around my bedroom happy like a child getting candy. He taunts me, sometimes plays with my hair. He leaves gifts, beautiful scars I didn't want. In this moment, I'm angry. Why would God forsaken me? God, where are you? I'm tired of all the pain, all the ups and downs, the thoughts that still remain in my mind. Why do I want to die over staying alive? I kind of butchered it. I was getting too excited. A year goes by. My life was nothing but a lie. See, he played games with me, told me I would never be. Even when I believed, you still made me question your authority. Now here I am crying out one last time, ready to let it all go, ready to say goodbye to the old life I knew. Please, if you're there, show me what you've got. Show me who you are. Show me the person my mother talked so proudly about. Show me the happiness you gave her. If you ever chose to show me, I dedicate my life. I'll put you first before anything. I'll pray. I'll thank. When I forget, I'll ask for forgiveness. The second one, Depression, is a kind of like a poem to God himself, because going through all of this, I was kind of just like, why would God let me go through what I went through? But I understood that God doesn't choose the perfect people. He chooses people who doesn't choose the perfect. He chooses the broken. It goes like this. Wow, today's such a beautiful day. A sentence I would never really say. A feeling inside I've never felt. I feel happy. Why do I feel so happy? A smile. What the F? It's so genuine. It's not broken. This is supposed to be my happy but not happy face. Why do I feel this love? This smile hurts. What is this emotion I feel that brings tears? He says, this is love. This is what it feels like to be chosen. This is where I make you believe. You are stronger with me. Stick with me. See life the way I meant it. See the world for what it is. Be brave. Strong enough to fight. Rising out of depression. You showed me you were real. I saw you. Here with me, but my eyes were still closed. My eyes are open now. I see my Father for who he is. I am stronger with you. Without you, I am nothing. I wouldn't change this feeling. You spoke. You said that what was happening spiritually was a fight for my life. You were fighting for me without me knowing really who you are. When I decided I wanted to change, I made you stronger. I made you defeat the demons in my heart, my soul, my mind, my path. That's why this fire in my heart is so strong. I'm willing to die for you, the way you did for me. I'm here because of you. I'm happier because of you. I'm stronger because of you. My faith is stronger with you. You are everything, and I love you. Thank you, Jesus. Every part that I hated as a child, I entirely love now. And that's including my skin color, because that was a very hard thing dealing with growing up when people are just like, ain't nobody gonna date a black girl. Ain't nobody want somebody with no good hairstyles. Ray of sunshine. I know I never treated you right. I should have did that all my life. Loved you from the inside out. At the age of 9, I should have been eating. Instead, I starved you. All because I gained a few. Here I am at 20, finally accepting my beauty. See those stretch marks? They're as beautiful as anything can be. Our thick thighs really can save lives. You showed me to appreciate the body you gave me. Your skin is as soft as flowers. So radiant. Your smile could light up a room. They don't just call you a ray of sunshine for nothing. I wish you could have appreciated your smile all those years. All the times you make people smile but never felt a genuine smile inside. It's alright, we got the joy, that life gets better. Just because we stumble and fall, we don't have to stay there. It's time to come out of your cocoon and spread your wings. Fly away one last time, in the happiness of love, the body we call home. For my anxiety, I've been doing a lot of breathing exercises. So when I do my meditation, I try to focus on my breathing. And like when a thought comes up in my brain and I focus, like I take my attention away from my meditation, I try to catch myself by focusing on my breaths. So every time I breathe in and out, I just throw away that thought. I just want to say that I know this video is really long, but it was a very hard subject to talk about, and there is a lot of details in there that probably don't make sense to people because I chopped out a lot because I don't want to mention anybody's names. So sorry for that. That's why I'm kind of doing my therapy, because we're getting down to the root problem as to why I can't get out of my head. And in order for me to completely move on and to like completely have more trust into men per se, I have to figure out what is causing it. I just want you guys to know that like you're not alone in this. We're all fighting the same battle, and people can be ignorant at times when you're talking about mental health issues, and it's just because they don't know how to talk either. DMs are open. My Instagram is at ray.khxn. It's rae.khxn. I will put it in the description below. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed it.